Welcome to Chile. Located on the western edge of South America, between the majestic Andes Mountains and the vast Pacific Ocean, Chile is known as the land at the end of the world. Its long and narrow shape stretches for more than 4,000 kilometers, giving the country an extraordinarily diverse landscape where deserts, snow-capped mountains, glacial lakes, and lush forests coexist within a single strip of land. The nature of Chile possesses a raw, majestic, and strikingly contrasting beauty. Here, winds sweep across open plains, waterfalls plunge from towering cliffs, and the night sky glows with millions of stars. Each region tells its own story of time's endurance and nature's resilience. It is this very harshness that forges the proud spirit of Chile, where people have learned to live in harmony with Earth. The culture and soul of the Chilean people are reflected in their simple way of life, their music, cuisine, and deep pride in their homeland. Whether in small towns, coastal fishing villages, or highland regions, locals maintain their gentle, sincere nature and profound love for nature itself. That is what makes this country not only breathtaking in its scenery, but also warm in the spirit of its people. Chile is not merely a destination, it is a journey of emotions, where one discovers serenity, courage, and inspiration from the wilderness. It is where nature composes a majestic symphony, where wind, stone, and sea unite in harmony, leaving travelers deeply moved by a world both grand and tranquil. Before we begin our journey through Chile, let's answer this question. With its territory stretching more than 4,000 kilometers between the Andes Mountains and the Pacific Ocean, in which part of the world is Chile located? Easter Island. Standing isolated in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, more than 3,700 kilometers off the Chilean coast. Easter Island, also known as Rapa Nui, is one of the most remote places on Earth. This small island is world famous for its hundreds of giant Moai statues, legendary symbols of an ancient civilization that vanished centuries ago. More than just a tourist destination, Rapa Nui is an open-air museum preserving the mysteries of history, belief, and the extraordinary creativity of humankind. Legend has it that the island's first settlers arrived around the 10th century, originating from distant Polynesian islands, Ata. Over many centuries, they built a flourishing society with a unique system of beliefs, rituals, and sculptural art. The Moai statues, ranging from 2 to 10 meters tall and weighing dozens of tons, were carved from volcanic rock and placed upon stone platforms called ahu, facing either the ocean or the land as guardians of ancestral spirits. Each Moai bears distinct features representing the status and authority of its clan. The method used to transport these massive stones from the Rano Raraku quarry across the island remains a topic of scientific debate. Some theories suggest the statues were made to walk using ropes and human force, while others propose that logs were used to roll them. Whatever the truth, the presence of hundreds of these colossal figures amid volcanoes and open seas continues to astonish all who visit. Today, Easter Island is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, preserving nearly intact the legacy of Rapa Nui culture. Visitors can admire the statues on Anakina Beach, explore the Ranokau volcano, or join the Tapati Rapa Nui Festival, where locals revive their warrior spirit and express pride in their origins. Amid the vast ocean, Rapa Nui stands not only as a testament to the ingenuity and determination of ancient people, but also as a reminder of how fragile civilization can be against nature and time, a living heritage from the past still whispering with the sea breeze today. General Carrera Lake. Hidden within the mighty Andes Mountains, General Carrera Lake stretches across the border between Chile and Argentina, often described as the Sapphire of Patagonia. It is the largest lake in Chile and one of the most stunning freshwater lakes in South America, renowned for its brilliant turquoise waters and the mesmerizing marble caves sculpted by nature over thousands of years. General Carrera Lake was formed around 26,000 years ago by the activity of ancient glaciers. Its turquoise color comes from the reflection of light on mineral particles dissolved in the glacial meltwater. Surrounding the lake are snow-covered peaks, dense forests, and vast steppes, creating a landscape both wild and magnificent. The lake's most iconic feature is the Marble Caves, a natural masterpiece shaped by waves and wind over millennia. The marble walls, streaked in shades of white, gray, blue, and pink, curve gracefully, reflecting in the shimmering waters like mirrors. As sunlight shifts throughout the day, the caves change color, offering a surreal, dreamlike spectacle. Small boats take visitors through the cave system, including the most famous formations La Catedral, La Capilla, and La Cueva. Each has its own distinctive shape, with stone pillars rising from the water as if sculpted by an invisible artist. Beyond its natural beauty, the lake region is home to diverse wildlife such as South American deer, gray foxes, herons, and flamingos. During summer, it becomes a haven for kayaking, trout fishing, and sightseeing. General Carrera is not only a Patagonian wonder, but also a symbol of nature's enduring power to create timeless masterpieces. Amidst crystalline waters and the towering Andes, this place feels like a living painting, one that lingers forever in the hearts of those who behold its pure, ethereal beauty. Atacama Desert. Stretching more than 1,000 kilometers along Chile's northern coast, the Atacama Desert is famed as the driest place on Earth. Some areas have not seen a single drop of rain for hundreds of years. Despite its harshness and desolation, the desert conceals an otherworldly beauty, with vast salt flats, shimmering lagoons, snow-capped volcanoes, and the most brilliant starlit skies on the planet. Atacama lies between the Andes Mountains and the Pacific Ocean, where the cold Humboldt Current and the high mountain range block rain clouds, creating an extremely arid climate. Daytime temperatures can reach 35 degrees Celsius, while nights fall below zero. This harsh environment has given rise to a unique ecosystem home to Andean flamingos, gray foxes, and hardy cacti and lichens that thrive in dryness. Amid this vast desert, the Moon Valley stands out with jagged rocks and golden sand dunes resembling a lunar landscape. At sunset, the land glows in shades of pink and violet, forming a breathtaking natural canvas. Nearby, the Great Salt Flat Salar de Atacama, Chile's largest, mirrors the blue sky and snowy Licancabur volcano, creating a surreal panorama. Atacama is also celebrated as a paradise for astronomers. Thanks to its clean air, minimal humidity, and near absence of light pollution, the desert hosts some of the world's most advanced observatories, including ALMA, the largest radio telescope array on Earth. At night, the sky unfurls millions of stars, the Milky Way, and dazzling constellations, forming a celestial spectacle that leaves all in awe. Though unforgiving, the Atacama Desert symbolizes the vitality of both nature and humankind in South America. It is not merely a land of wind and sand, but one of the planet's most extraordinary wonders, where beauty thrives in dryness and life endures amid endless wilderness. Chiloé Island. Situated off Chile's southern coast, Chiloé Island is the largest of its archipelago and is regarded as a place where pristine nature, rich folklore, and mysterious legends intertwine. Its charm lies not in grandeur, but in tranquility, rustic charm, and the quiet rhythm of seaside life where people coexist with rain, forests, and the sea. Chiloé is famous for more than 16 wooden churches recognized by UNESCO as World Heritage Sites, representing a remarkable fusion of European artistry and native craftsmanship. These churches, with arched roofs and pastel facades, were built entirely from cypress and alerce wood species native to this cold, damp region and have stood for centuries, defying time and weather. Nature on Chiloé is both serene and poetic. Rolling green meadows, misty shores, and colorful stilt houses reflecting on the water have become symbols of the island. The Chiloé National Park shelters diverse wildlife such as seals, Chilean dolphins, cormorants, flamingos, adding a vibrant yet mysterious energy to the island's landscape. The islanders take pride in their deep-rooted folklore, filled with tales of witches, spirits, and mythical sea creatures like Kaluch, the ghost ship said to carry the souls of the departed. Folk festivals, traditional music, and hearty seafood dishes such as curanto, a meal of seafood, meat, and potatoes cooked in an earthen pit reflect the community's strong ties to the ocean. Amid mist and sea breeze, Chiloé feels like a world apart where time slows and everything breathes the essence of tradition. It is not only a destination for lovers of nature and culture, but also a spiritual journey to the heart of the South, where legend and reality merge into an endless song. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click like, subscribe to the channel, and share it to spread these wondrous journeys to even more people. Cochamó Valley. Located in the Los Lagos region of southern Chile, Cochamó Valley is often called the Yosemite of South America for its towering granite cliffs, majestic waterfalls, and vast stretches of untouched ancient forests. It remains one of Patagonia's most pristine destinations, a place where nature still reigns supreme and humans are but humble guests amidst the boundless wilderness. The valley was shaped over millions of years by ancient glacial activity, forming deep ravines and vertical rock walls that rise thousands of meters high. The crystal-clear Cochamó River meanders through the valley, reflecting the sky's hues and the immense canopy of old-growth forests. This region is almost entirely cut off from the outside world, accessible only by a 10-kilometer trail, making the journey both challenging and deeply rewarding. Cochamó is a paradise for climbers and adventurers. Massive granite walls such as La Junta, Arco Iris, and Trinidad attract mountaineers from around the globe. Beyond climbing, visitors can enjoy hiking through dense forests, horseback riding across rivers, or camping beside tranquil streams to breathe in the valley's pure, peaceful air. In summer, the landscape turns lush and vibrant with hundreds of plant species, while winter transforms it into a serene painting of white snow and silence. Beyond its natural splendor, Cochamó also preserves a rich cultural heritage. Since the 19th century, it served as a cattle trading route between Chile and Argentina, marked by the footsteps of Patagonian gauchos cowboys whose way of life was closely tied to the land. Even today, locals maintain their traditional customs, living simply in wooden houses scattered along the riverbanks. Cochamó Valley offers no luxury hotels or modern conveniences, yet that very simplicity makes it extraordinary. Amid the whispering wind through the forest, the roar of waterfalls, and the starlit night sky, visitors find pure freedom and peace, as if returning to nature's true essence, where time seems to stand still. Baker River. Flowing through the majestic landscapes of southern Chile, the Baker River is regarded as the most beautiful river in the country, celebrated for its dazzling turquoise water and the breathtaking scenery surrounding it. Stretching for more than 170 kilometers, the river winds through snow-covered mountains, dense forests, and deep valleys, creating a vibrant panorama that embodies the wild heart of Patagonia. Its waters originate from Lake Bertrand and Lake General Carrera, one of South America's largest lakes. From there, the river flows southward, merging with the Neff and Chacabuco rivers before reaching the Pacific Ocean. With its powerful flow, the Baker is the mightiest river in Chile, carrying surging energy through granite gorges and foaming white rapids. Yayo. The river's most striking feature is the Baker Waterfall, where turquoise water cascades violently through granite crevices, forming swirling whirlpools of white foam, both fierce and mesmerizing. This awe-inspiring sight leaves every visitor speechless before nature's raw power. Along the banks, lush vegetation and ancient lenga forests create a serene contrast to the river's rushing torrent below. Baker River is also a haven for adventure lovers. Activities such as kayaking, trout fishing, and trekking along its shores offer thrilling ways to connect with the untouched wilderness. The surrounding region shelters iconic wildlife, including the endangered huemul deer, red foxes, and the majestic Andean condor. For years, the river was at the center of a heated debate over proposed hydroelectric dam projects. Thanks to the efforts of local communities and environmental organizations, these plans were ultimately canceled to preserve the river's natural beauty. Today, Baker River stands as a symbol of Chile's environmental consciousness, a place where people choose preservation over exploitation. Amid Patagonia's untamed expanse, the Baker River is not only a lifeline, but also a symbol of freedom and nature's strength. Its turquoise current continues to flow endlessly through the mountains, singing an eternal hymn to the pure heart of southern Chile. Torres del Paine. Situated in the far south of Chile, within the Magallanes region, Torres del Paine is one of the most famous and breathtaking national parks in the world. With its colossal granite towers, turquoise glacial lakes, massive ice fields, and sweeping plains, it is considered the heart of Patagonia, a land where nature reveals its most majestic and untamed beauty. The name Torres del Paine, meaning blue towers, refers to three iconic granite peaks: Torre Central, Torre Sur, and Torre Norte, rising more than 2,800 meters into the clouds. These towering formations were sculpted millions of years ago by tectonic and glacial forces, creating an awe-inspiring natural wonder. At sunrise, the peaks shift from pale pink to fiery orange, a magical spectacle every traveler dreams of witnessing. Surrounding the towers are shimmering lakes and vast glaciers, including Lake Nordenskjöld, Lake Pejoe, and the Grey Glacier. The lake's colors change with the light from jade green to deep sapphire, mirroring the snow-covered peaks above. This region is home to many species unique to the southernmost parts of the world, such as guanacos, Patagonian pumas, gray foxes, flamingos, and Andean condors. Torres del Paine is a paradise for nature lovers and trekkers. Legendary hiking routes like the W Trek and the O Circuit lead adventurers through diverse landscapes from windswept grasslands and lenga forests to glaciers and towering peaks. Every step here is a journey toward rediscovering harmony between humankind and the wild. Recognized by UNESCO as a biosphere reserve in 1978, Torres del Paine is not only a national treasure of Chile, but also a heritage of humanity. It stands as a symbol of Earth's purity, power, and permanence, a natural hymn sung eternally through wind, ice, and stone. Before exploring the next destination, let's answer this question. What does the name Torres del Paine mean? Caleta Tortel. Hidden deep within the remote Aysén region of southern Chile, Caleta Tortel is a unique coastal village nestled between the Baker River's mouth and the Martinez Fjord. Often called a hidden gem of Patagonia, it captivates visitors with its wooden architecture, winding boardwalks that snake along the mountainside, and the untouched natural scenery surrounding it. Founded in 1950 and isolated from the rest of Chile for decades, Caleta Tortel was only connected to the national road network in the early 21st century. This isolation preserved its rustic charm and the traditional lifestyle of southern Chile's inhabitants. There are no paved streets or cars here. The entire village is linked by more than 7 kilometers of wooden walkways built from Ciprés de las Guaytecas, a rare local cypress tree. Colorful wooden houses dot the hillsides, reflecting on the turquoise waters of the Baker River, creating a peaceful, storybook scene. From the pier, visitors can admire mist-covered mountains, waterfalls cascading from dense forests, and rivers winding toward the sea. In winter, fog and drizzle envelop the entire village, adding an atmosphere both mysterious and poetic. Caleta Tortel enchants not only with its architecture, but also as a testament to humanity's remarkable adaptability in harsh environments. The locals rely mainly on fishing, woodcraft, and ecotourism. Visitors often stroll along the boardwalks, stop by riverside cafes, or take boat trips down the Baker River to explore untouched Patagonian wilderness. In the heart of majestic Patagonia, Caleta Tortel feels like another world, one without engines or haste, where only the sounds of wind, waves, and damp wood mingle with the scent of the sea. This village stands not only as a unique cultural heritage of Chile, but also as a gentle reminder of simplicity and resilience in living harmoniously with nature. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click like, subscribe to the channel, and share it to spread these wondrous journeys to even more people. Hornopirén. Located in southern Chile's Los Lagos region, the small town of Hornopirén is known as the gateway to Patagonia, the starting point for adventures into emerald fjords, temperate rainforests, and mighty volcanoes. Amid serene, wild landscapes that capture the essence of South America, Hornopirén embodies both rugged power and poetic charm, captivating travelers at first sight. The name Hornopirén, derived from the ancient Mapuche language, means oven of the fire god, referring to the nearby Hornopirén volcano, which rises nearly 1,500 meters high. Although still mildly active, the volcano is surrounded by lakes and glaciers, creating a scene of grandeur and mystery. From the town center, visitors can reach the misty crater and the stunning landscapes of Hornopirén National Park within a few hours on foot or by boat, one of Chile's most beautiful protected areas. Covering more than 40,000 hectares, the park features endless mountain ranges, ancient alurs trees thousands of years old, and crystal-clear lakes that mirror the sky. It is home to rare species such as gray foxes, huemul deer, Magellanic woodpeckers, and Andean condors. The Blanco River cuts through the park, forming spectacular waterfalls like Rio Negro and Pichicolo, must-see highlights for visitors. Hornopirén also marks the beginning of the famous Carretera Austral, a legendary highway spanning more than 1,200 kilometers through Chilean Patagonia's wildest and most awe-inspiring regions. From the town's port, ferries take travelers across deep blue fjords, where mountains cast their reflections on glassy waters, opening the gateway to unforgettable adventures. Simple yet captivating, Hornopirén is where mountains, sea, and fire converge, a place where people live in harmony with nature's quiet majesty. Amid the gentle waves and soft mist, it feels like stepping into another world, one untouched, pure, and brimming with life. Bahía Inglesa. Located in the Atacama region of northern Chile, Bahía Inglesa is often called the Pearl of the Pacific for its crystal-clear turquoise waters, fine white sands, and dry, sunny climate all year round. Amid the arid expanse of the Atacama Desert, this small bay appears like a refreshing oasis, offering both wild beauty and radiant tranquility where sea and land merge in perfect silence. The name Bahía Inglesa, meaning Bay of the Englishman, originated from an English sailor who docked here in the 19th century. Today, it is one of the most famous and beloved beaches in northern Chile, drawing visitors with its rare scenery of turquoise seas, bright white sand, and sandstone cliffs carved by wind and waves into fascinating shapes. The coastline of Bahía Inglesa stretches across several peaceful coves such as Playa La Piscina, Playa Blanca, and El Chuncho, each with its own charm. The waters are warm and calm, ideal for swimming, snorkeling, and kayaking. When the tide recedes, natural pools emerge among the rocks, glimmering turquoise lagoons that make visitors feel as though they are in some faraway Caribbean paradise. Beyond its beaches, the area around Bahía Inglesa holds many other delights. Nearby lies the town of Caldera, an old port once known for coal and salt mining, where travelers can visit the Bahía Inglesa Fossil Museum, home to thousands of specimens including shark teeth, whale bones, and marine fossils dating back millions of years. The surrounding Atacama Desert adds a striking contrast, the golden sand meeting the blue sea beneath a spotless sky. Bahía Inglesa is neither noisy nor extravagant. It offers a rare sense of peace and intimacy. Under the brilliant sun, as the sea breeze drifts and gentle waves lap against the white shore, everything combines into a serene tableau, making this bay one of Chile's most idyllic and beautiful coastal retreats. Valparaíso. Perched along Chile's central coast, Valparaíso is one of South America's oldest and most distinctive cities, recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site for its tiered architecture, winding hills, and vibrant murals that color every corner. Once the most important port on the South Pacific, Valparaíso still embodies the spirit of freedom, creativity, and bohemian charm that defines a true harbor city. Founded in the 16th century, Valparaíso flourished during the 19th century as a major stopover for international trade ships before the opening of the Panama Canal. The city spreads across more than 40 hills connected by stairways, narrow paths, and vintage funiculars such as Ascensor Concepcion and Ascensor El Peral, now icons of the city. From hilltops like Cerro Alegre and Cerro Concepcion, visitors can take in sweeping views of the bustling port and the colorful patchwork of houses cascading down the slopes. Valparaíso is a paradise for street art. Every wall and staircase bursts with vivid graffiti, reflecting the residents' boundless creativity and love for expression. Wandering through the winding alleys, travelers encounter pastel-painted houses, cozy cafes, artisan shops, and intimate art galleries, all merging into a living, breathing canvas of color and culture. Beyond its artistic energy, Valparaíso is forever linked with the poet Pablo Neruda, who once lived in the house La Sebastiana on Cerro Florida Hill. The home, now a museum, preserves his personal items and continues to inspire lovers of literature and art. The city also hosts lively festivals, the most famous being the New Year's Eve fireworks by the harbor, attracting tens of thousands of spectators every year. Valparaíso is not perfect, but its blend of old and new, order and chaos, is precisely what makes it so captivating. Amid the sound of ocean waves, the clatter of old trams, and the strum of guitars from seaside bars, this city plays like an improvised symphony, vivid, free, and full of soul. Pucón. Nestled beside the stunning Lake Villarrica and beneath the volcano of the same name, Pucón is known as Chile's adventure capital. Located in the Araucanía region of southern Chile, this charming town is a haven for nature lovers, outdoor enthusiasts, and anyone seeking high-energy experiences amid majestic mountain landscapes. Pucón sits on the shores of Lake Villarrica, whose crystal-clear waters are surrounded by dense forests, meadows, and the snow-capped Andes. The area's focal point is Villarrica Volcano, one of the most active volcanoes in South America, standing more than 2,800 meters high. Each year, thousands of thrill-seekers climb to its summit to witness the smoking crater and admire sweeping views of Patagonia from above. Beyond mountaineering, Pucón offers a wealth of adventure activities: skiing in winter, whitewater rafting on the Trancura River, forest trekking, mountain biking, and soaking in natural hot springs at Termas Geométricas. For those who prefer tranquility, there are serene boat rides across the lake, sunset views mirrored in still waters, and peaceful camping under the green canopy of pine forests. The region also reflects the deep cultural heritage of the Mapuche, the indigenous people of Araucanía. Visitors can explore traditional villages, sample local dishes such as catutos and mudé, and learn about ancient rituals that honor the forces of nature. Though small, Pucón radiates warmth and vitality. Its wooden lodges, lakeside restaurants, cafes, and artisan shops give it a cozy, mountain town charm. In summer, it comes alive with festivals, open-air markets, and starlit skies that seem to celebrate the joy of life itself. In this land of fire and water, Pucón embodies harmony between humans and nature, a place where the grandeur of mountains, the calm of the lake, and the spirit of adventure unite to paint a portrait of Patagonia, both powerful and poetic. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Chile's magnificent landscapes where nature, culture, and humanity intertwine to create endless stories. We hope this adventure has inspired new emotions, a deeper love for travel, and a renewed appreciation for the beauty of our world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click like, subscribe to the channel, and share it to spread these wondrous journeys to even more people. See you again in our next adventures, where every land reveals a new story, full of color, soul, and wonder.